What's up, YouTube? I'm finally starting my first YouTube video. I know that y'all been waiting a long time for this, so let's get to it. Start the haircut out. I like to brush everything out, make sure the hair is all in place. In this video, I'm going to be doing a mid fade, so I'm going to set my bald line with my clipper about midway. I like to use the clipper instead of the trimmer because it's a lot softer guideline, and I feel like I can make it a lot more straight. I'm dropping it a little bit in the back, not too much. His head's not sticking out too much in the back, so I just kind of kept it a little bit more straight with a little bit of drop in the back. Alright, once you've made your guideline and it's all neat, you're going to go with the lever open, which I just demonstrated there. You're going to go up about 1 inch, making sure everything's real even and going over it multiple times with a flick out motion. Every time I go in, I'm going in and coming off the head, straight up and coming off the head. Not making my guideline too harsh, but making sure it's all even at the same time. You see me tilting his head. The position of the head is very important when doing a haircut. You're going to make your job as easy as you can. Boy J Mikey in the building. That's my boy right there. Now we're going to close the lever up and remove that bottom guideline. Just tapping at that line, keeping it real consistent and neat. Still just flicking out. Everything you do, you're going to have to flick out. You don't want to make it any harsh guidelines, make it harder for yourself than it already is. This video is really long. It's my first YouTube video. I'll get better at it and make my videos more efficient. My boy dropped his phone right there. That's why he jerked like that. Just keep tapping that bottom line, working up. As you go up, move your lever more open. Sometimes you're going to have to go all the way back closed. You still see a little bit of a line at the bottom. Knock it back closed, work your way back up. Always brushing away. You don't want to think it's a line because you have loose hair in the head. Every time you cut, you want to brush down. Alright, now we have the one guard all the way open. We're going to set the next guideline another inch. I'm setting my guidelines a full inch because his hair is very thick, so I'm trying to spread out the blend. Still flicking out. Keeping everything real consistent. All the way even. Tilting the head again. 1 inch up. Now I have a half guard closed. Gonna work out that bottom line. Just tapping it up. Really flicking out with this movement. A lot of corner work. It looks like the full blade sometimes, but a lot of times I'm just using the corner. Looking for dark spots, looking for any inconsistencies. Really working on that bottom line. Have to use a lot of corner work on this type of hair. My boy has some thick hair, man. Really thick hair. A lot of going back, using my corner, checking the mirror, making sure everything looks neat and flows. Tilting his head once again. You want to be able to see the full head. I'm going to work comfortably. Use my corner. Always brush away those little hairs, man. You don't want to think it's a line. Now we're going to go clipper over comb. This is a technique that's going to save you a lot of time, and it's something I like to do because it just doesn't set up another guideline. Flaring out the comb. You don't want to be digging into the hair. Just letting the comb do the work. Just cutting the hair, it pulls out. I feel like this technique's a lot more effective and efficient. Looking blurry. see the dark spot still after doing that movement. You have to do it, flip the clipper straight like that. You can get a little bit closer to the skin like that. Now once we've done that, we're going to go back to our one guard open, using the corner of the blade, just working out those dark spots I'm pointing to. Just trying to perfect the blend. No dark spots or harsh lines. Using a lot of corner work right there.
Tito, let's get it.
Now we're going to work on the C cup, keeping it as natural as possible, but also as crisp as possible. I like to use the wall detailers. Just being patient, keeping it as natural as I can, but also making it stand out. Bolt, still flicking out. Even when we're moving the bolt, we're still going to flick out. Take your time even when we're moving the bolt. You don't want to ever leave any hair on somebody's head. That's going to give you a bad reputation. Size C cup, also just keeping it natural, also sharp, not pushing it in too much. I'll finish up removing that bolt. Just flicking out. Trimmer's always going to be sharper than your clipper, so you don't want to flick out to where you marked it with your clipper. Now that we've done that, we're going to take our shavers with a really light hand, bald out the bottom. Not digging in, always flicking out. Sometimes with thick hair, I like to run the shavers down first and then run them back up. Just makes it a little bit more comfortable for the client and less of a hard line. You can see that I'm running it down and I flip it over and run it back up. Really flicking out. My boy's hair is super thick, man, so it's really taking me a little bit of time to bald him out. Alright, now that we've done that, I'm just going to go back in detail. I like to use my thinning shears to work out the dark spots or any weight lines I see. Not really much to explain here, just work out dark spots, work out weight lines, try to perfect your blend. That's what's going to set you apart. I like to use a comb like that. I think that's Johnny B comb. Shout out Johnny B. It's got a taper side and a little bit of a wider side. On the taper side, I like working in the small sections, shorter hair. Right there, he has like a little bit of an indentation, so it's perfect to do a thinning shear over comb. You know, you can really blend that in. Also, you want to flare out with your comb. You don't want to dig in too much. Look like you gapped them or something. Let's flare out with your comb. Don't thin out one section too much. Always working the comb up when you're doing a shear over comb. Now we're gonna cut the top. I did wet the hair before I started. I'm going to be using a travel guideline and kind of tapered it in the back because he has a lot of hair. Start my section. That's going to be my guide. I'm just going to work it straight back. Always cross check, double check. Make sure all the hair is even. You don't want to have somebody uneven. My boy got hair on his face. I'm sorry, bro. capes. Alright, now I got his hair clipped back. I'm going to be edging him up. Always want to brush it down, make sure it's stretched out to its full length. When I start my edge up, I like to start them in the middle and work them out to the side and then work them back to the middle. Take your time with your edge up, man. It's the first thing people are going to see when they look at people. Go over it multiple times. Check your mirror. Make sure it's all even. Always brushing down on the edge of it. Brushing or combing. You want to give them an edge up that's going to last. You're going to be able to do that by keeping the intensity upon it. That's going to give you the longest lasting edge up. Hitting that vertical bar. Then I can't really see that. Gotta work on my angles. You can see it on this side. Just keeping it natural as I can, but also super crisp. You want to hit that corner one more time. Now we're gonna be doing his eyebrows and edging them up with the razor. I tried my best to let y'all be able to see this. It was really hard to get the right angle. I do get in the way a little bit on this part. But anyways, I'm doing eyebrows. Just keep them as natural as you can, but also super sharp. Stretching the skin with your thumb. Take your time, man. You don't want to cut somebody, especially here. Use your thumb to really stretch the skin, keep it tight. Cutting away from the eye. Just using the tip of the blade. I'm not using the full blade here. When I'm using the C cup or anything around the eyebrows, I usually just use the edge of the blade. Hitting that vertical bar. Just making it as sharp as I can. Front edge up. detailing this cut as much as I can. I didn't get the other side. Not sure what happened with that. I did put some Elegance gel. Elegance is my favorite gel. I like the Venus smell. It's always been my favorite. Just brushing the sides. My boy got a comb over. I do love this comb, man. If y'all don't have this comb, this is the best styling comb to me. It's got the wide tooth and the other close tooth. Going over the edge up one more time, making sure that's super sharp. Got my boy looking right. Here's the after picture. Got my boy looking blurry, man. I appreciate everybody that watched this video all the way through. I put a lot of time into it. Got more to come. I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate it.